How much should you pay somebody to manage your Airbnb for you? If you're not sure how much you should pay somebody to manage your short-term rental, then this video is going to help explain what you should be paying and what they should be doing for that. What I'm going to go over today is what the average charge is for a management person or management company, what's included in that, and why you should pay more or less for that. And if you stay until the very end, then I'm going to give you a free gift that'll help streamlining the process. It has checklists and a number of other things, so stay till the very end. My name's Charles Rashid, and I've been in the hotel industry and investing in real estate for over 30 years. And I teach people around the country on how to maximize their profit with their short-term rentals. And today what we're talking about is how much should you pay somebody to manage your short-term rental? Or should you just do it yourself? So the first thing I want to talk about is what it takes to do it yourself. I have multiple units in multiple cities, and I manage most of them myself. So the main things that you need is you need to communicate with your guests on the platforms. And I'm able to do that from anywhere with a phone. So you can do the same thing. The second thing you need is somebody physically to clean the property. And I always like to have 2 cleaners in case one gets sick or something happens to them. And then the third thing you need is maintenance. Who is going to fix a clogged toilet or a faulty appliance or whatever the case is that you need a maintenance person. Maybe an outlet doesn't work or whatever the case is. So you need a cleaner and you need a maintenance person. If you have those things, then you can save the management fee and do it yourself. I choose to do that a number of times, but in some cases I don't. I'm actually standing in one of my VRBO condos in Lexington, Kentucky, and I do not manage this property. So the second thing is if you have somebody that you want to manage it, or if you just don't want to do it yourself, then what do you pay? On this particular property, I pay 20%. The average or the range is from 10% up to 25%. And really the difference is one on their experience. I noticed that the lower cost is going to be somebody that's not as experienced, but they may be hungry, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a little experience yourself and you can kind of coach them and guide them, then that's perfectly fine. I typically charge 15 to 25% when I manage other people's property, and I do everything from A to Z. They never have to worry about their property, from maintenance to scheduling, pest control, to making sure there's sheets and towels there, and communication with the guests, and on and on. I do A to Z, everything for typically is I charge 20 to 25, but I have charged 15%. In this particular property, I am charged 20% by the manager that manages this property, and he does everything, so I don't have to worry about it. He cleans it, he addresses any maintenance issues, he calls HVAC service if the heating or cooling goes out, anything to do with plumbing or electric or any issues whatsoever, he handles it. He also communicates with the guest, he furnishes the property, he does the cleaning, every single thing possible. I don't have to mess with it. At the end of the month, I just get a check, and that's really nice, especially because I live 2.5 hours away. I happen to have other units in this building that I do manage, but I am leaning more towards having somebody manage all the property for me because it is kind of nice to not have to do it. And if you watch my videos, I'm all about lifestyle and how I can have my businesses reward me without me having to put as much time in. So once I set them up, then I just want to forget about it and have residual income indefinitely. What is the difference in pricing? So I've talked to some national companies that charge 10%, but I steer away from them because they have so many units that there really is no personal touch. And for me, I want my guests to have an experience where they're going to enjoy and want to come back and refer their friends and family to. Guys, before I go any further, if you like this content, please subscribe, and that way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. I really appreciate it. Okay, so on the higher end, the 20 to 25%, what should you be getting for that? And as I said just a minute ago, really they should be doing everything. I've actually talked to a manager in South Carolina, and they actually purchase and supply the sheets and the towels and pillows and that kind of thing. So I don't even have to spend the money on that. They don't charge me. They take that out of their 25%. And that way, if you've been in the short-term rental business for any time period, you know that sheets and towels and pillows are disposable items. After a number of guests, they just get stained or they get frayed because they're washed all the time, or they have an odor to them in the case of a pillow, so you want to change those things often. So that is an ongoing expense, and if they're willing to pay that, then it's worth the extra 5% to have some of those things included. Same with like shampoos and any kind of disposable items, coffee, soaps, that kind of stuff. So is it worth having a management company? I think it absolutely is. Just find somebody that's a right fit for you. And you can find folks through word of mouth. If you purchased the property from a realtor, if you are leasing the property through rental arbitrage, ask the owner of the property or the manager of the property, or just word of mouth. Stay in your property so you know the quirks and what's positive and what's negative about it. And then that way you understand where the guests are coming from. And if you have a management company, I recommend that you co-host, so that way at least you're seeing the communication if you want, so you know that it is being done properly. That is what you should charge. All right, so guys, thank you for watching till the end. I promised you a free gift. If you watch the next screen, it's gonna tell you exactly how to get my ebook, Building Wealth Through Real Estate Investing. And this has got A to Z, how to get started in real estate investing. And then there's a whole chapter on short-term rentals. So please subscribe, comment below if I've missed something and you want more in-depth description of anything that I've talked about in this video. Please comment below and I'll be sure to make a video about it.